I don't care. My internet's fucking up. Suck a fucking dick. You're such a maestro. Sing along about nothing that makes any sense. It's just a vague argument that you've argued so fucking hard it seems like you're trying to kill me. Okay? I'm so fucking angry about these fucking people that come in. They're getting medically checked to go to fucking prison. Their last fucking court date, they're gonna fucking lose, is what the lawyer says. Medically check them. Okay, well, they're fucking throwing their opinions around that you didn't beat your kid to death soon enough. Okay, they're throwing it around. They are saying that a kid is not allowed to be a kid. Like Coral guilting me that she doesn't get to be home with me. Well, I'm not willing to let her be neglected and myself fucking cripple because she wants to be with her mom. Okay, she needs to drop the sass and the sus and stop being so fucking angry. Shauna and Colby are great people. At first, Shauna's language, because it's Dutch, was kind of hard for Coral, but Coral wrapped her fingers around it, and she will, here and there, stump herself and have to start over again at trying to figure out what people actually fucking mean. My shoulder was down to fucking here. It was crushed. But they're fucking always brainwashing and like stalking my life and then predicting how it's gonna be. Well, that's easy. I'm fucking Mary's dying. I accidentally said in front of them that I'm gonna have a kid. Just one. I'll ask for more if I am brave enough, but it's probably not gonna go that well. I never fucking feel well, and because I always get injured. It's never a good child environment. Being kid. She's not a child. She's not retarded or anything. She's not being overly bad when kids are bad. You know, she's normal about things. She's actually very, very like intuitive and intelligent about expressing that she's kind of ticked off. She doesn't get her mommy and that she's scared of the kids at school bullying her. She's totally a good, fun kid. Yeah, she's enrolled in school and she has to grow up and be an adult every day. She has to make it a little bit further every day. But that's exactly it. What point these people think that kids start off at is fucking rapist level. They're rapists. And they're saying they're always just manipulating the situation to be able to tell me about how I didn't kill my kid soon enough. I should be shamed and embarrassed and abused and like basically my fingertips cut off till my hands are gone. I'm gonna use it like in every fucking video. If you are so worried about my fucking hair quality and how long it is and how good it's doing and how thin or not thin it is, just shut the fuck up and realize that you were wrong this entire time and that you failed so many stages of life, that you are so fucking stressful and you literally actually try to fucking kill me. So just shut the fuck up and maybe my hair would grow in. It's not like I'm not spending hundreds. How many thousand do you think I spend a year on fucking good shampoo and conditioner for the type of hair I have? And I even switch it to make it revive. Like, what the fuck is your fucking problem? Like, honestly, like, I remember this one time there was fucking 5 girls came up there and they were gonna be checked. Like, they were enrolled to be there. And they ate each other's fucking pussies. You could tell with every tiny bit of molecular level of their fucking behavior of what they did. It was disgusting. They were like hewing all the murders and all the little babies they ate and all that stuff. Hewing it. I'm not, like, yeah, it's a trained eye that can catch it. But like, man, you ate pussy. You ate a vagina. You licked that shit. I'm so nervous that when I start getting jock itch or anything that I'm gonna fucking wipe it on my face. You bet, because you know it's fucking wet. I'm a mom. I'm not supposed to be shamed and embarrassed and like want to fucking off myself because all you do is talk the opposite of what I am, which is like a fucking king in fitness and everything, in horticulture and it all. It wasn't linked. My internet wasn't linked. I went and linked it and came back on. So this has a shitty fucking title that I'm gonna have to edit. But anyway, because I wasn't sure what I was doing. It looked like it linked when it loaded. But anyway, I'm too smart for everyone. Not for everyone. My brother lays around and fucking. He hardly ever moped. And when he started to mope, which was actually quite a bit, I guess, because he had skin cancer, I just made sure I taught him everything that I made official with working with Grandpa Sanders. Yeah. So I teach him all about the internet stuff and buy him computers and stupid, silly little fucking PlayStations that I designed and whatever. They're not stupid, they're not silly. It'd be better to be on YouTube from your PlayStation. But whatever. I don't have that kind of money. Because I'm working on my body really heavily and I don't have the equipment because I move so many times. So that's what I'm buying actually. Because I don't want to buy anything for the pond, you know. It seems stupid. Mom's like, I got a pump if you want one, but I'll just kill the tadpoles. I'm like, oh yes. It's finally an excuse not to buy a fucking pump. Plus we have those solar discs somewhere unless they broke. It's a disc and it sprinkles a little bit with the solar on top. The shale. Isn't that cool? It comes from the Dead Sea. I find that so fuck cool, but I don't want it like exploding in our country. No, you can't love green energy that fucking much. The light would make you turn actually fucking green. If you're all solar all the time, you turn actually like opaque fucking lime green. It's not good for you. Sorry, but it's oil and gas. Like, how sorry am I? I'm not fucking sorry. I was in Alberta working. I'm going to a camp. I designed the camp, all the lessons that were going to be taught about fitness and health, so that you can live longer out there. Essentially, because the army had to be based on army. And I literally poked the ground, and you weren't really supposed to, but I was feeling really bitchy, like my muscles were tensing or something. Poked the ground with my stick, and I found that plate that literally says Jean Rigman on it. The guy who was like, a genius is going to complete this for me. I'm Jean Rigman and I invest early, oil and gas. I was like, oh, let's tear up the sod. Let's read his name. Let's do it. Everyone's like laughing. That's funny. Well, I don't know. I have to exercise before I cut my diet back, I bet. Mom made this fucking bread that you pull apart. And it's sitting there in a bag, and I want it. I want another coffee, and I want some dill pickle chips, too. Yeah, it's like 5 in the morning, not even. Yeah, I have to exercise to get it off, because it was pain to put on there. I'll buy my shit. I'll actually do it this time. I'm gonna try OGX again because the last OGX I used is moisture. It worked the opposite with my hair. It dried it out. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna try the OGX shampoo and conditioner that is for the peptides for growth. Because it grew, even just like I noticed it yesterday. But it's not, you gotta like boost it with nutrition and value, PPTs, all that kind of stuff. And as for the bald people, that's what I care about. Like, I don't think you're ugly at all. But the thing is, like, what a fucking pain. When I had that fucking baldness, I was in so much fucking pain I couldn't even open my eyes. And it's stress. Like, I didn't even get hit. And I miss Gita, and it's sad. I know. Why do you miss an old man? Well, I remember he drinks a lot of vodka. And it saved him for all those years, but it still didn't save him. Oh. Plus, I'm really adorable. So people really hate me, and it affected him. I feel really bad. Because I could just, like they said, I could just cut my eyeballs out. Whatever. They don't deserve to be deep, dark in prison, and may they never escape. Don't let them escape. Because I don't want to be contradicting at all. I remember when Xanazin hired the police to be up there. And like how hard it was for him to find one that wasn't going to be injuring herself or himself. And it was Sarah, that chick from school. Not contradicting, that's awesome. I can't shut my mouth lately because all the morphines and shit. It doesn't really matter to talk about, I know, but I'm just fighting really hard to just fucking be nice. Fighting really hard not to be contradicting and just punch them out. Ruin their scalp or something, like fair for fair, eye for eye, but I know. But it's so fucking hard. It is. I'm so grumpy. Well, I seem to grow up with my kid in a way, like at some kind of like level. But anyway, she's still like, Mom, next to Shauna. And then I'm like, I don't say anything because she's trying to guilt me that she's always with Shauna. Not me. And then I don't want to go home. No thanks. It's really nice. But you gotta go to school, and that's exactly it. You would be in a different playing field with me because it'd be, Coral, you have to come inside and get ready for school. Coral, you have to come inside and get ready for school. She's like, that wouldn't be so bad. I was like, oh, yeah, right. That's what you say. In the position you're in, it's always bad to have your mom and dad so close. You always need friends, and then they try to get you in trouble because they feel like it's appropriate because you're not at home. You needed somebody. The feeding on the weak. Yeah. Yeah, and then I can see how that could be bad for Coral's situation too. People fiending on her because she doesn't have a dad and her mom isn't there. Colby's really like protective though, and he has good friends. I have kids about the same age. I didn't have a lot of friends to start. No. And they like, well, if you notice, there's a kid close to her age, but what I actually am embarrassed about is like watching Sarah decline, and I still didn't clue in, and I did her surgery, and I still didn't clue in, but I was clued in, but she was so bad, like she totally wrecked her dad's Tahoe and romped it, and I was in the vehicle, and I felt so bad, and I didn't get in trouble about it because she signed a waiver with the RCMP and against her dad didn't really care either, but I just don't believe in bad behavior. You know, I don't. But I obviously morphine does weird things, and she was fucking bipolar, and they kept hitting her on top of it all. So it was fun, though. I admit it. It was fun. And if we rolled, it's a fucking Tahoe. We'd be fine. Yeah, that was just fun. Yeah, I think of my friends, my guy friends, and how hard this must be for them. But, you know, the floors were uneven in that apartment, and it was actually hurting really bad to walk around in there. They were renovating it soon. It didn't, like, the fridge was broken and everything. It made me really grumpy, it did. Trying to work out fitness, and then you stub your toe on the floor. It's like, fuck. Just a thought. Well, I think Joey's almost out of the hospital, but I'm not quite absolutely sure. Like, I know, like, he couldn't leave Ira's house. He worked for like a year, and then he couldn't get out, and it was like another year. I don't know what happened, but I do. He was out for 7 days, and we went to Salamander Lake, and we both got frostbite. Him really bad. Hypothermia, pneumonia. Really bad.